Hey guys, Lee Cole here. Thank you so much for looking at this quick video. What I wanted to do is give you a little walkthrough of a really cool training product that's launching tomorrow being the 5th of August 2019. And it's my buddy Jim Mack's new training. And it's all about, well, here we are in the sales letter. I'm not going to read you the sales letter. That's stupid. But let's just read this headline, and then I'll show you the kinds of things that Jim is going to be teaching you to do for restaurants. But anyway, Jim is a local Kansas City marketer, repairs restaurant reputations while building a $1,250 per month per client business in just months. All 100% true. I've known Jim Mack for a number of years. He's the real deal. He walks the talk. And he absolutely knows what he's doing. I want you to look at this. 6 clients gives you a 6-figure income. Isn't that cool? Now, I'm not going to read you the whole sales letter because that would just be utterly boring and stupid, but I do want to show you something that is really going to give you the inside skinny, so to speak, about what this is all about. Restaurants have these 3 problems. They don't communicate regularly or hardly at all, if ever, or well, with their customers. So there's no communication. They have no idea if there are bad reviews out there, and there are always bad reviews out there. They don't have a new customer system in place. So they don't have some way of doing what we call in the internet world onboarding a customer, making them part of the tribe. And my God, there's so many restaurants, right? I mean, they're almost interchangeable, and it's so easy for them to get a poor image online, and they really struggle to overcome that poor image. And this is how you're going to help the restaurant solve this. Now, as I go through this and you're saying, well, Lee, wait a minute. I don't know how to do any of this. That's totally cool because that's what this training is all about. So let's read through this real fast. So, basically, bad communication can be solved by email marketing, social media marketing, promos, and follow-up. The basics, but restaurants, if you've ever worked in a restaurant or owned a restaurant, it is a 16-hour-a-day job, no joke. These people do not have time to do this, yet they know it needs to be done, and they're really suffering because of it. So, bad communication, Jim solves that very, very easily without you, the marketer, spending a ton of time per client either. Don't have a new customer system? Like Jim says, hoping and praying for new customers is not a strategy. They need a way of bringing in fresh blood, right? Just like all businesses do. You're going to learn how to implement online lead gen services. You get paid very, very well for that, by the way. That's going to bring your clients new business. And here's the real kicker. It is so easy online for any business, but especially restaurants, because there's so many of them and they have so much traffic. But it's so easy for one person who just happens to be bent out of shape that day to leave them a bad review. And that bad review, no matter where it is, it can have a huge negative effect on that business. And Jim's going to teach you how to use proven reputation tools to get glowing client testimonials and counter negative posts with tactful responses and offers to make things right. In other words, just good business practice. Now, again, this launches tomorrow. You can read this whole sales letter in detail. It's fairly long. Jim's, really, really wants you to know what you're buying before you're buying it, but just take it from me. I've gone through so many of Jim's trainings myself. I've learned a massive amount from him. I've implemented so much of his stuff in my own business. You'd be crazy not to get this, especially for the price that he's going to be asking for this. Now, I want to show you in the members area, if you've never bought any of Jim's courses, he has a really well laid out members area. These are the modules: Introduction and Mindset Training. Now, notice how Jim gets right down to brass tacks, no fluff. Finding and contacting restaurants, in other words, getting clients. Actually fulfilling the service for clients, and even more about fulfilling the service, he gets into a lot about reputation management, how to price the services and close the sales. How many times have you bought some offline product or local business how-to product and it didn't ever give you an idea, well, how much should I charge for this? I mean, if you're new or if you've never been selling that kind of thing, that's tough to figure out. And I especially love all of these templates and worksheets because basically all you need to do is watch the videos, use the templates and worksheets, do what Jim tells you, and build a massive business very, very rapidly. This is the real deal. As usual, if you decide to buy this through my link, I've got a ton of really cool bonuses. If you're looking at this video on YouTube, just scroll down to the description area, click the first link. That will take you to the bonus page. If you're already on the bonus page, then just scroll down and look at the bonuses. But especially, I've got one of my favorite bonuses, which is a course I did a couple of years ago called Simple Offline Sales System. Now, let me explain what that is to you and why, frankly, just getting that one bonus is worth the price that you're paying for this whole thing. Simple Offline Sales System is the sales system that I have used most often in order to do most of the selling in my own business. It's a really simple sales system. It doesn't depend on you being God's gift to selling or having a lot of training. It implements what I call my show and sell type of selling. In other words, basically when I designed this years ago, I've been using this for years. It works like gangbusters. When I designed this years ago, I really wanted to take the pressure off of me and I wanted to put the pressure onto the assets, the various things that I was showing businesses, right? And so if you don't like selling, and most people, let's face it, most people don't like selling. If you don't like selling, Simple Offline Sales System was built for you. The biggest introvert on the planet, and I am an introvert, believe it or not, the biggest introvert on the planet can take Simple Offline Sales System. You can go through it very fast, you can hit the ground running, and you can absolutely crush it. And it does apply very, very well exactly to what you're seeing here with Jim's product. So it's a perfect bonus. It dovetails very nicely with what you're buying. And quite frankly, if you just paid me what you were paying for Jim's product, if you paid me that for this one bonus, it would be way worth it. It's one of the, one more thing, this is one of the trainings that I've gotten probably the most feedback or close to the most feedback from people. I had a guy buy this one time fairly recently, and well, it was about a couple of years ago, and then he contacted me about 8 months after he bought it, and he said, Lee, Simple Offline Sales System, I bought it. It sat on my hard drive. Guess what? I actually took it out this weekend and did what you said. I now have a client paying me $800 a month. Bam. Flat out works if you work it. So that's what I got for you today. Thank you so much for looking at the video. Launches tomorrow the 5th at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. And cool beans. I'll talk to you very, very soon.